Well, let's cook ourselves a duck. We've got all the other Christmas meats covered. We've got a prime rib video, turkey video, ham video. Anyway, check them out if you don't like duck, but we're going to cook a duck. There's not much to do to it as far as prep, except throw away the orange sauce that comes with it and trim off that old neck skin there. I don't believe we'll be needing to devour that. Make sure there's no giblets inside. Get her dried off. And this part here, the duck's kind of like me. It's got a nice layer of fat right under the skin that helps protect those muscles he's worked so hard at building up. So we're going to have to poke some holes in that skin to give that fat somewhere to go when it's rendering, because we want it out of the duck, not in the duck. So get you one of these little sharp hair pick doohies. Just poke you a bunch of holes. Now, to get this ready for cooking tomorrow, we're going to do a dry brine. What we've got here is just some coarse kosher salt, probably about a quarter of a cup. We're just going to sprinkle it all over this bird. Get it on a wire rack, that way we've got even airflow. And we're just going to stick her in the refrigerator uncovered for about 16 hours. And 16 hours later, here's what you have. What's happened, that salt drew the moisture out, then the moisture went back in, took some of that salt flavor with it, and that cool air in that fridge helped dry that skin out a little bit better. That way it won't be just a rubbery mess when we get through cooking. So we're going to go untraditional. Everybody does like orange duck. We're going to do a Mexican duck. So get you some of Malcolm's Grande Gringo and go 2 parts to 1 part Mojo barbecue to make it Mojo. And we're going to start out by putting some down here in this body cavity and stuffing it. So what I've got 1 lime, 1 orange, which I've took a vegetable peeler and took off that skin, because I believe once you zest it like that, you get more flavor out of the skin. Some cilantro and some garlic. All I'm going to do is just stuff her in there as tight as I can. That way we got even cooking, more even cooking. Oh, and tie those legs up. There's no fancy way to do it. Just tie it up the best of your ability. Anyway, so that's going to get that bird good and plump. We're going to tuck these wings back, keep them tips from burning, and then just apply a light, even layer of rub all over the dirt. I won't say bird, duck at the same time, all over that duck. And there you have it. This is what it's going to look like. So we're going to stick her back in the fridge for about an hour till we get that grill set up. And we're going to be cooking on the Weber. I truly do love this Weber. But cook on whatever you want. Just make sure it's indirect cooking. Here we've got the coals on one side. We'll put the bird on the other. And make sure to put a pan under it, because when that fat renders out, if it hits those coals, you're going to have a big old ducking fire. Alright, so get this bird set on. What I'm going to do, I'm going to run this. Well, first we got to put in our wood here, I see. We're going to run cherry. Cherry's a subtle smoke, so it won't over smoke the bird. Get you a probe right there in your breast. And we're going to be running the grill 300 to 325 degrees. And what that's going to take, that means your vents are going to be about 1/3 of the way open on top and bottom. And we're going to pull this bird about 155 degrees internal. So we're going to come back about an hour, just check on the bird. We're setting at about 100 internal right now. And it's looking mighty fine. What I want to do, I'm just going to give her a twist. That way both sides can get even loving from that fire. I don't think it would have hurt anything to not twist it, but we did. And we're going to look at it one more time. We're setting at about 132. And this is where the holes come into play. If you can see, that fat's rendering right out them holes. And it's about to get dark outside, so we're going to take it back inside. Here we have it. Our finished duck. Must say, probably, yeah, that's a good looking duck. So, and to show you where we pulled it, and I pulled it at 155. And in the last minute, this went up 2 degrees. So when we let this thing rest for about 20 minutes, should be setting about 163. And everybody should be happy that the duck's not raw. Even though you can eat duck a little on the medium side. there you have it. All we got left now is to carve her up. See what she looks like on the inside. One thing about duck, it's pretty much all dark meat, so that's what makes it good. Here we have it. I see moisture. So that must mean successful cook for me. Get us another piece here, just get a little deeper off into it. Yep, we've still got moisture. So all we can do now is take a bite, see what she tastes like. And if you'll see here around the edge, we've got a little smoke ring. You can see where that fat rendered. And for the bite, let me tell you what, this Mexican duck's good. Never thought I'd say that, but it is mighty, mighty fine. So the way I'm going to eat it for Christmas, I'm going to make me up some of these Parker rolls here and find you a video on that or request it and I'll make one. I'm just going to stuff that duck right between them buns or pieces and just go to town because it is awesome on the roll. And that's it. You know, I hope every one of you have a very Merry Christmas. And remember what Christmas is all about. It's more than just gifts. And, hey, maybe I'll see you again for that day. Happy birthday, Jesus. I'm gone.